Well, here's a poke at you, you're gonna choke on it too, you're gonna lose that smile, because all the while I can see for miles. And, you know, I was just listening to the radio just then, the news, and they're on about now building a bridge to France. I imagine close to the shortest point. And I think it's about 22 miles, something like that. Now, in 22 miles, there would be 200 and something feet of curvature, at least drop from one end to the other. And will they factor that in? Of course not, because there is no curve. And if the proposals were to be acted on, if it went ahead, then I think the people who know the Earth is flat should kind of question them about that. Get hold of the drawings, that'd be in public records probably, and we'll say, well, where's the curve then? Because there are 25,000 mile diameter circumference globe. The formula is this, and why isn't it in the drawing? Gotcha. Anyway, there's 5 inches of snow out there again. Yesterday morning, I was quite shocked actually. I know it was kind of forecast, but I was a bit disappointed actually, because I wanted to get on, and snow just stops everything here. So I just kind of sawed some wood, and anyway, you don't really want to know that, do you? But I amuse myself, thank you very much, without using my limited battery capabilities. And today I visited my mother, and well, I watched a couple of things on YouTube, one of which was Dell, and he's dropped the OBS, and I was pleased about that. And I just really loved what he had to say, and yeah, I find Dell in particular very real, and I know there's many other people that were real out there, but Dell sort of hammers it home, if you like. I love his passion. That's what I love about it. And the idea is a great idea. What you want is a great many people discovering that we don't live on a spinning ball, that we've been lied to. And as far as I can tell, as far as I know, that's what Dell set out to do, to enlighten people. And that is surely what hopefully that, well, it's certainly what I'm trying to do. I know I reach very few people, and but I feel as though I have to do it. I'm compelled to tell people that they've been lied to, and many people don't want to know. They run and hide under a rock. They go, no, I'm not listening, all that sort of thing. Well, I'm going to say that's okay, but it isn't really. It isn't. We all should know where we live. And when I say where we live, I don't mean our area, but we should know that as well, but I mean the whole bloody thing. To be told you're on a spinning ball, hurtling through the infinite vacuum of space, is a total crock of shit. Where we really are is yet to be discovered by the plebeians, anyway. And we need to raise people's awareness to this fact, and then, with the weight of the people, Must be the cat on the roof there. With the weight of the people, the pressure, the demands of the people who know the reality of the situation, meaning they know that we're not on a spinning ball, then we can pressure the government and then, of course, the military, because they've got everything that. Well, I'm thinking they've got everything that we should. Well, I don't know about this country, but anyway, collectively, I'm sure if people across the world knew, it wouldn't just be this country's military, it would be, the collective military of the people. And the first destination in my book would be the North Pole. See what is really up there. And because it really isn't what they tell you, and the satellite photographs are bullshit. There are balloons, weather balloons, that take photographs, absolutely, but they're not in the vacuum of space, because that's not really there. So we need to raise awareness. We need to make people realize that they've been lied to, and all that entails is massive. Massive isn't a big enough word to describe the huge lie. But not just the lie, it's the coming round from the lie that is going to be massive. Some people take it quite badly. I denied it at first, and then kept, doing experiments, and of which every one of them told me that I was not living on a spinning ball, certainly not moving, certainly water is level and flat, and there's no curve. What more do you need? So then you take it further and try and tell people. And if you know me personally, this is by completely out of character for me to come onto a public domain and start doing anything. I am not I don't seek company even. I'm not a gregarious person. I like quite kind of like my own company and close friends, but I don't go, I wouldn't go to the pub. Well, I don't drink anyway, but even if I didn't, just to go out and meet people, I'm not like that at all. So for me to do this is, I'm not saying, I must be a hero because I'm doing this out of character. No. I don't look at it like that. But what I'm saying is, I'm not seeking attention, but I'm trying to get your attention and trying to tell you the globe is a total bloody nonsense. And the more people that realize that, then the snowball effect hopefully will start to happen. I think it already has started to happen, and the people with the bigger audiences maybe don't realize. I don't know, but there are more and more, as I see, more and more people doing this. Now, I've heard criticisms of people like me who need to tell people the truth. I've heard people criticize, maybe, I'm no good. I am shit at this. I admit. I'm not going to. If one person, no, scrub that. What I mean is, I am shit at this. and I'm not ever going to change anybody's mind. That's what I mean. But if I can plant the seed to make somebody, just one person, look into it, and then that might change their mind. But me personally, no. In fact, I don't want you to believe me. Don't believe me. Go and do your own investigations, and then you'll know that I am talking sense and speaking the truth. And then tell your friends and family, and you'll get probably the same reaction as I did. You're a fucking loony. No, not all of them said that. And family, especially, because of, you know, all this nonsense up here. I mean, you know, my family are very good to me, even though, you know, I'm fine, really. A little bit of slack is cut, shall we say. But and that's, you know, the same is true with my friends. But so they don't shout me down as they may have done before I had the accident, and I would have come at them again. And you know, it's a bit more difficult for me at this situation. But if they were, you know, if they were to shout me down, my friends, I would shout louder back at them, because I know the truth. I know I'm right. I know water doesn't curve round a ball. It's fucking obvious. I know rockets don't work in a vacuum. That is just so stupid. It's beyond. I mean, you cannot change the laws of physics, Captain. And you know, they should never have been. Like Star Trek should never have been. It should have been plain from the start, or it should have been told. But by then, you see, all this was to set people up for the fake moon landings. I know I've said all this before, but all of it's propaganda. I used to really enjoy certain DJs. A couple of certain DJs I really were into their programs, and but if when I found out, well, of course, working for the BBC or whatever, you're not going to expose the moon landings as fraud, even though it's bloody obvious. So they're always on the side of NASA and the conventional. You get what I'm saying. They're never going to break the mold and say, "Hang on a minute, how can that possibly be?" So all the people in the media, any one of those people who speak to you as a broadcaster, an announcer, or whatever, they may be scripted, they may be reading what's in front of them, of course, but they're not allowed, I would say, to step off that path that the BBC, etc., has laid down for them. Therefore, they can't express themselves, or they lose the job, and that's that. So, okay, some of them may be kind of feel restrained or constrained by by their job, basically, and that's bullshit. If I'm afraid I would just have to shout it out from the rooftops if I was one of those people. I couldn't give a fuck how much money I'm getting, and that's these people who get loads of money. It's just bullshit, really. It really is. Living as I'm living on very little, and I'm proof that you don't need bugger all, really. Just food in your belly and warmth and something over your head so it doesn't rain in. Anyway, I hope you got the gist of what I was trying to say there. We need to get more people into this.